We saw almost half of the students outside. We were shocked. Saw some of the students using their phone, ChatGPT, to write exams, to write tests. It was strange.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of our Resilience and Values project, brought to you by Secure the Future Initiative. My name is Derek Imo. This project is about value orientation across secondary schools in Nigeria. It's no news that values is at the very lowest in our nation. This project aims to re-engineer values in young adults, young minds in secondary schools. So today, you're going to join me take a trip with one of our national values agents as she walks us through what her team is doing, what they met, what they are doing, and the result they are getting in value orientation in this particular school. Let's go. All right, so let's meet you.
Right.
Go ahead. What's your name? Tell us about you.
My name is Juliet Made. I am a chef. I love children. I love teenagers. I love to pour into them. I like to see them the way God sees them. So that's just...
You already sound like a pastor. You like to see them the way God sees them.
God.
Boy, it's okay. No, it's good. It's good. We are going. I'm just kidding. Okay. This is about value orientation. Now, I want you to tell us when you and your team went to the school where you are the change owner. Tell us what you found in that school in terms of values and social interaction.
Okay, when we got to our school, we didn't know what to expect. We got there just to impart them normal. When we got there, we saw a lot of things.
Okay.
We saw almost half of the students outside. We were shocked. We went into the school. That day, I think they were writing tests. We saw some of the students using their phone, ChatGPT, to write exams, to write tests. It was strange. And we saw bullies, we saw disrespect, use of some words that are not supposed to. It was just chaotic, and it was just...
That's interesting, but that's what is medicine when there is no sickness. So that chaos was needed for the solution you found, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were happy because that was what we needed. The pointer for us to be like, oh, we are needed in this school.
Okay. So now tell us, what solution did you and your team provided or is providing at the moment?
Okay, we all know that change is progressive. So far, we've been able to, we can't change everybody. We can't change the school. But our slogan has always been change one person and the other one person change another person, and it has been on like that. We actually met with the principal one-on-one to ask him what is the challenge, why the students the way they are, what have you put in, because we cannot just bring change when we don't know what existing structure the school has. So we asked the teachers and the principal told us some of the things that they have noticed they've been trying anyway, but they really cannot see the change they want to see. So we told him what we are bringing in as an initiative. He bought into it and he was very happy that we were in the school. We've been there for over, I think, 2 to 3 years now. And so far, we've seen students talk to their peers with so much respect.
I remember before you start telling us talking so much respect. So I want to know maybe highlight or detail, what were the things you were doing? Is it that you were not teaching them, you were teaching them mathematics? Is it that you were national staff from the teachers? Is that you have club session, assembly session? What were the things you
Okay, we started with club session. I remember one of the first topic, we started with resilience. And we realized that, and we started inculcating some culture. We didn't just put it into them. We started noticing some things. Then we went back as a team to strategize, to see what we can do as a team. To put in this value, because where we are, we realize that we have a lot of students who doesn't come to school because they want to come to school. They just want to come to school because that's the only safest place for them. That's the only place they can just be themselves, not in a very positive way, in a very negative way. So realize that I started teaching them some cultures, respect, honor, kindness, and so on and so forth. Although it was not so easy, because we found out that some of them started countering us back. We realized that the more we teach them, it was like it's bouncing back, and it was chaotic anyway. Some of the days in club session, we see students talking back, asking some questions, and it was challenging for us because we had to go back home to do some research assignment, fall back to our executive directors, and to see what we can do to help these students.
Before I ask about the results and the impact we have been making, I'd like you to ask you, you carry out a campaign. Was there activism campaign?
Yeah.
And you also had assembly sessions. Talk about that briefly. And before we talk about all this, what has the result been for you?
Okay, like I said earlier, we went to the school. We see how the male treated the female. They talk back, they touch them in a very sensitive part of their body that they are not supposed to. They talk to them in a way that they are not supposed to. So when our NGO said we needed to, that was 16 days. Yeah, we just took advantage of that. We went to sensitize them on the need to respect the other gender, on the need. Because most of them do not know, because they've seen people doing it over time, so they saw it as it's a normal thing. But we had to educate them that it's not normal. You don't touch the opposite sex anyhow. You don't talk to them anyhow. There's a way you should treat them. There's a way you should talk to them. So far so good. Although we still have some students saying that you get, but then we see some few persons who have been able to, and realize that a lot of persons, a lot of the female genders, we are going through a lot that we're not aware of. The teachers were not, even their parents, we're not aware of. They started opening up. They've been abused in a way that they are not supposed to. We saw that there are some neighbors who are even touching some of the female students in a way they are not supposed to. So I love the fact that we were able to come up with that initiative, and it helps so much so many of the female students in our schools.
Let's begin to draw a curtain. So tell us, you have already entered. So let's begin to run through. What are the gains you have made? What are the progress you have made in the course of trying to reset values in the school? What are the impact stories of change?
I remember, I think the last went to meet the principal, because we cannot really contain changes until we meet some persons who are key holders of the school to ask them what changes have been, because we don't see them every day. Sometimes we go once in a week, sometimes twice in a week. We ask them, what changes have you seen? I remember, one of the club session, we realized that there were dirties on the floor. So we had to tell the students to come outside. So we had to pick all the dirties in the school, and the principal was so impressed and he was so happy. We see changes already. So I think this time we realized that students are not so much outside the way they used to be. Before now, we see students, half of the schools, they are always outside. But realize now that half of the students are inside, although some persons are still outside. But we realize that it is better now compared to the way we met it. And the issue of them using phones to write their exams, we've not really been able to trash that totally, or realize that 80% of the students are now writing very well without their phones. And we're seeing improvement, we're seeing progress. We're seeing they used to fight also. They still fight, but unlike before, it is better. They respect each other more now, not totally, but some of them respect each other, man. It's been amazing for me. As I've seen it as, teaching them is one thing. So I have to go back and also teach myself, because I can't teach people what you've not been practicing. So I realized that it's a pointer for me. Whenever I want to look, I remember I told these children this, and I don't want to teach people what I'm not doing. So it's been a win-win for me, and also a win-win for the students also.
Fantastic. In fact, you have answered the last question. I wanted to ask you, how has it impacted you, which you already said. So thank you so much for what you are doing. In that school, you and your team, thank you for believing that you can bring change, resetting the values. Some people don't think it is possible, but seeing you do that is beautiful. This is a call to every one of you. Don't just be a spectator. We can re-engineer and reset values from the cradle, and that's what Secure the Future is about, pursuing value orientation through the Resilience in Values project. Thank you for watching. Watch out for episode 3. Another national values agent will be coming on set and will be discussing their experience. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much, sir.
All right.